This is Techie Granny here to host a retrospective of Jacquie Lawson's Advent calendars. In 2010, Jacquie Lawson released her first electronic Advent calendar, The Village. As of the beginning of 2022, she has released a dozen of these annual calendars. Part 5 of this 6-part series covers 2018 through 2019. I will only be showing a small number of screenshots for each animation or activity. So if you want to enjoy a more extended experience, watch the video from my playlist. Welcome to the 2018 Edinboro Advent Calendar. This calendar costs $5 with a discount if multiple copies were purchased at the same time. Like the 2017 Alpine calendar, this one ran from the internet rather than from your desktop. The elf in my Edinboro home would often move in slow motion on my computer. Response times could be a bit slow when first starting animations. To display in full screen, you pressed F11 in your internet browser. To launch and relaunch the app, you created a bookmark. The 2018 Edinboro calendar had a single opening page, which featured a Christmas tree with 7 different looks. Like the 2021 London calendar, this page also featured a series of monuments with informational screens. At the top right of the opening page, you could hide or show the ornaments. As you can see at the bottom from right to left, you have the option to go to the menu, access the page that displayed the activities, or adjust the music player. Each animation was accompanied by music, which I won't play to honor the copyright. The calendar had a working clock, and you could see a daytime or nighttime view depending on when you played. Clicking on a red ornament took you to the current day's activities or animations. Silver ornaments were for future days, and green for past days. A description of the animation or activity for that day was displayed in a separate screen. The nighttime view showed the phases of the moon. There were 15 animations and 10 activities during the 25-day period of the calendar. Most of those activities were not holiday, but rather Scottish-themed. Although this calendar was the least holiday-oriented, that didn't affect my overall enjoyment. It reminded me of my month-long trip to the UK in my early 20s when I spent a few days in Edinburgh. It was my first international trip and everything about it was fantastic, except for losing my camera and film toward the end. The secondary screen was your cozy Edinboro home, where you could play Find the Elf, as well as click on other items in the room to watch them move. You also had 7 additional activities and games to amuse you. One of those was a family crest maker, an all-time favorite of mine, which of course has nothing to do with Christmas. December 1st. Steal some time at the perfect setting for a Christmas tree. This animation takes place in the sumptuous Dome Bar and Grill. December 2nd. Skating around the subject is the ideal exercise on a day like today. December 3rd. Let the season and Christmas spirit inspire whilst you decorate your tree. December 4th. The place to buy stocking fillers, Christmas food, and decorations that show you care. In my 2018 Edinboro calendar walkthrough, you can observe what happens when various objects are clicked and hear the noises that the toys and Ferris wheel make. All of these booths, except for the toys, were seen in the 2014 Christmas market calendar. The toys are seen repeatedly in Jacquie's calendars and cards. December 5th. The bagpipes can be a challenge even for talented Teds. Over half of the animations in this calendar and many of the activities are not really Christmas related, but they do a wonderful job of giving the flavor of Scotland and Edinboro. This very much brings to mind the dual nature of the 2 London calendars, which were really more oriented around London than Christmas itself. December 6th. Tartan plaid patterned. Whatever you call it, it is time to celebrate your clan. Although not Christmas related, I love these activities that involve Scottish traditions. December 7th. It's getting pretty polar outside, perfect for a perky penguin parade. This animation is very similar to the ones featuring the London Zoo in 2011 and 2021 Advent calendars. But the addition of the little boy dressed as a penguin makes it so much cuter. December 8th. Flora Celtica. Lose yourself within the leaves of this beautiful book. Beverly Pass Hughes illustrated this. December 9th. Take sanctuary from the season's hustle and bustle by composing a floral tribute. I love the way these types of animations magically compose themselves. December 10th. Challenge the mountainous Scottish scenery by taking to your skis. Aside from Ted's Scottish garb, this game is basically the same as last year's. December 11th. A reminder that Christmas is for the child in us all. This animation would have also been perfect in the 2015 Victorian Advent calendar. December 12th. Celebrate Caledonian life with this absorbing and informative game. This is a series of 6 block puzzles after being assembled. December 13th. Spare a thought for our animal companions, both domestic and in the wild. December 14th. It's always advisable to look after your elf. Where's yours? Maybe behind the furniture? This animation ran in extreme slow motion on my old computer, but it really is a cute animation. December 15th. Pooch personalities proven. Research shows that dogs really do look like their owners. December 16th. Free your mind and escape to a world of fine art. December 17th. Stir your senses with a Scottish skirl. Your finished picture appeared in your castle room. December 18th. Looking for the perfect gift? Plenty of options to choose from. This is the first and only time, so far, that this type of game has been featured in one of Jackie's calendars. December 19th. Rushing to Usher Hall, Ted hates to be late. Notice that he runs through a Christmas market in his mad dash to the hall. December 20th. Baking something sweet? Decorate your biscuits and share with friends. I love these decorating activities. The 2019 Cotswold calendar has 30 days worth of cookie decorating. December 21st. A touching story of lifelong devotion. Have you contacted your friends and family? I'm including the story of Bobby, the little dog who watched over his master's grave for 14 years. This story can be found in the daily books in the castle room. December 22nd. Cold outside? Wrap up warm and lose yourself in a jigsaw puzzle. December 23rd. With Christmas preparations in place, treat yourself to a peaceful card game. I enjoyed being able to create a custom card deck for my solitaire games. December 24th. Santa sorts out his delivery problems with a helpful elf. With the elf hopping nimbly from chimney to chimney, this is one of the most original Christmas Eve animations from these calendars. It's one of my favorites. December 25th. Merry Christmas to all. I think it's hilarious that one of the penguins leans too far as he looks back at Santa flying overhead and ends up on his back. I really enjoyed the summary of the days leading to Christmas. This ends the 2018 Edinboro Advent calendar. Next up is the 2019 Cotswold calendar. I will only be showing a small number of screenshots for each animation or activity, so if you want to enjoy a more extended experience, watch Callie M's 3 videos from my playlist. Welcome to the 2019 Cotswold Advent calendar. This calendar costs $5 with a discount if multiple copies were purchased at the same time. Like the 2017 and 2018 calendars, this one also ran from an internet browser rather than from your desktop. I found the response time in the opening pages to be erratic on my computer, sometimes painfully slow. The response time at the beginning of animations could be a little slow, but I didn't notice much latency in the cottage. To display in full screen, you pressed F11 in your internet browser. To launch and relaunch the app, you created a bookmark in your browser. This calendar had 6 distinct opening pages, although I'm showing you 7. I believe the crazy slider and the interactive animals, the fox and deer, in screen 1 and screen 4 created an anomaly. If both the fox and part of the street lamp were displayed on the same page, there would be 6 distinct pages. I think this little town is quite idyllic, and this is the most beautiful set of opening pages in an Advent calendar up until 2019. It had a working clock, and you could see a daytime or nighttime view depending on when you played. At the top right of the opening pages, you could hide or show the ornaments. Notice the green sliders inside the maroon border, on the right and the bottom of the screen. These could be used to navigate across and up and down through the opening pages. As you can see at the bottom, from right to left, you have the option to go to the menu, access the page that displayed the activities, or adjust the music player. Each animation was accompanied by music, which I won't play to honor the copyright. Clicking on a red ornament took you to the current day's activities or animations. Silver ornaments were for future days and green for past days. A description of the animation or activity for that day was displayed in a separate screen. The nighttime view showed the phases of the moon. The opening pages had Easter eggs that I show in my video. These include clicking on the fox to see a baby fox, clicking on the small Christmas tree to see different looks, clicking on the snow dog to see Jack and Birdie, and clicking on the snowman to see the children. I especially enjoy the fireworks that can be seen around the moon, the Christmas tree star, and certain chimneys. The secondary screen was a cozy cottage. This is the first calendar that featured a sort of scavenger hunt. Each day, a sheep was hidden in different areas of the opening pages. It could also be considered a treasure hunt in the sense that in this cottage you were given a clue for the location of each sheep. Also of note here was a naughty elf and travel brochures which Kelly M. includes in part 2 of her walkthrough. Oddly, there was also an advertisement for Jackie's Curio Collection app. Of all the Advent calendars, Cotswold had the fewest animations, 14, and the most activities, 11, during the 25-day calendar period. 5 of those non-holiday activities should have been switched out with some of the 10 activities in the secondary page. In total, there were a whopping 21 activities in this calendar. What I'm showing here is from the cottage. You'll see the rest as we review the daily activities. December 1st. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I didn't realize that the robin is the national bird of Great Britain. December 2nd. The most valuable shops are the closest ones. Yet another misadventure of poor Fluff the kitty. December 3rd. Presentation is important, so make it personal. This is only the third calendar to include gift wrapping as an activity. December 4th. Spare a thought for our animal friends. You'll see as we review this calendar that it seems to be dedicated to the love and care of animals, which is a beautiful sentiment that's dear to my heart. December 5th. Send a seasonal message to those you love. I hope that they bring this activity back again. They've only ever featured it twice in these calendars. December 6th. A toboggan treat for tea. This animation is similar to the Santa skier one in the 2017 Alpine Village calendar. December 7th. Tartan plaid patterned seasonal Scottish style. I guess they had some of these activities left over from the 2018 Edinboro calendar. December 8th. See the beauty of winter through the eyes of the fine artists. December 9th. A warming memory of summer heroics. This is one of several animations that recall summer in the middle of winter. Not sure how that relates to the holiday season, but I imagine if you're snowed in quite often in winter, you long for summer. December 10th. Grace your home to welcome guests and the season. I would love to see wreath decorating become a staple activity in these calendars, like Christmas tree decorating is. December 11th. A musical and social tradition comes to your doorstep. It's fun to see all the unlikely carolers before ending up in the town center. December 12th. Keep those gray cells active. You never know what you may discover. I would have enjoyed a more festive activity here and preferred to see this one appear in the cottage activities. December 13th. Festive forestry bringing the countryside closer. The book for Day 5, which featured the card-making activity, mentions that we have the Victorians to thank for associating fairies with Christmas because they remind us of the approach of spring. December 14th. Get your ducks all in a row. If you enjoy coloring activities such as these, do check out Jackie's coloring app on her website. December 15th. Visit the church to wonder at the Christmas message. I love the combination of the children's choir and the nesting animals in this unique animation. December 16th. This is the kind of decorating that everyone enjoys. I definitely enjoy it. This is only the second time this gingerbread activity appeared in a calendar. You can see your finished work in the bakery window. December 17th. Celebrate those who put Christmas dinner on your table. There seems to be a tradition in the UK of tractor runs during the holidays in order to raise money for charity. Callie M. has made a video of one called Archer's View Festive Tractor Run 2021. December 18th. With Christmas preparations in place, relax with a simple puzzle. This same animation is included with the Santa Spot the Differences card on Jackie's site. December 19th. Creative, energetic, bracing, essential fun in the snow. The kids can't resist helping Jack and Bertie with their snow dog. Remember the snow dog in one of Jackie's early cards? December 20th. Quiet creatures living close by. Here's another match game. December 21st. A curiously compelling game to pass the time. This smashing game had 10 levels. In the 2020 Nordic calendar, it gets an overhaul with an extra 10 levels. December 22nd. A Christmas scene brought to life at the farm. Most of these calendars had some sort of nativity scene. December 23rd. Take time out and enjoy an artistic view of an ancient city. December 24th. Magic abounds and we all become children again. Another unique Christmas Eve animation. I love the sentiment behind this. December 25th. Merry Christmas to all. This concludes the 2019 Cotswold Advent Calendar. This concludes Part 5 of this retrospective. Please view Part 6, which includes the 2020 Nordic and 2021 London Advent Calendars.